So, reviewing the ECU flash from Vivid Racing, or our VRTuned product, the first thing that I noticed, being in Arizona, we have our AC on pretty much all the time, and this car at idle, the RPMs used to dip quite a bit. It would dip down to almost nothing and almost stall the car, and then come back up to speed, just idling with the AC on. Now, with the AC on, it's completely just sits at about 800 RPM to 900, somewhere in there. It's a little higher than normal, but it's a lot better than the dip. Also, throttle response is quite a bit faster. There's every part of this car that was missing, as far as performance-wise, as all the FRS other owners out there know, was that the pickup just wasn't there. We're missing that extra 50 horsepower. This obviously is not 50 horsepower, but without being on the dyno with this particular vehicle, seat of the pants with an exhaust that I have on here from Agency Power, it feels like quite a bit more. I would say probably conservative number would be about 20. Linear power from start all the way up to 8,000 RPM, which is now the red line. Noticeable things, driving the car, it's a lot more drivable. There's no hesitation. Here's a first gear pull to 8,000. And that's with the AC on. Has quite a bit more pull and power going on. Gas mileage. I would like to say it gives me better gas mileage, but obviously when you get these type of tunes on your car, you're going to drive it pretty aggressively at first and see where you are with it. When I'm not aggressive in town, I'm getting about 25 miles to the gallon. Again, I've only had this tune for about half a tank of gas. Realistically, you want to put about 100 miles on it before the computer fully recognizes the tune and cycles through it. I drove it very hard for the first half tank of gas. Now I'm driving a little nicer just to see the differences in gas mileage, and it's a little hard because of the car's a lot more fun to drive. It is. I see why the guys in the club, when they get their superchargers and their forced induction, while they're just absolutely more in love with their car than they were prior. This car, don't get me wrong, I love my car to begin with, but yes, it is a lot more fun to drive. I went to lunch today with a coworker, and he grabs his keys, and I said, no, I'm going to drive because I still want to put some miles on the ECU, so it can learn more. And secretly, I already have the miles on it. I just wanted to drive my car because I like driving it. So, it's that kind of thing. And, for the money, that's what I think retails at about $500. You really can't beat it for your horsepower gains versus dollar per dollar, because you're typically an exhaust system for a vehicle. What are you looking at? About $800, give or take, and even more for say just a catback. And I put that exhaust on my car from Agency Power, and I noticed a big difference. A lot more torque, but what you're getting is $500 for what I feel is about another 20 horsepower at least. It is you get a lot more for less. And especially if you're not into putting exhaust in your car, maybe you have a wife who, isn't really excited about you having a loud exhaust on your car, or any aftermarket exhaust, but you want a little bit more power. I don't even have a cold air intake on here. I just have a catback exhaust, and it is a blast to drive. Do I race in the streets? No. Do I want to see what it's going to do on the dyno? Yes. As a matter of fact, we're talking about doing dynoing and getting some numbers out of this pretty soon here, and I'm sure we'll have that attached to this post as well once it goes up. So anyways, I hope that what I had to say was informative. I know that when people are shopping and looking for car parts, they want as much information as they can on what they're looking for to buy. And actually having a car owner such as myself review something like this, I hope that it you would definitely look at this product as to add it to your vehicle, because it is, one is price per horsepower, you can't beat it. The value's there. It's that's an understatement. My friends that have driven in this car prior to me having this tune, that have been in it since, I can't say what they said because there's swear words in there, but it was happy ones, and what a big difference that they even said so. So and the pull to 8,000 red line now, that is definitely a little scary, but do you need to hit 8,000 RPM? No, you don't need to hit 8,000 RPM. This car before on the highway would go, I think it's about fourth gear would go to about 90 miles an hour before I had to shift. Now I think it was about 100 miles an hour now. So I picked up, it really makes a big difference in that power band. It's really pulling more out of the engine, and it is. I'm excited to see if there's anything more that could be squeezed out of the tune. If there is, that'd be great. If not, it's a lot as it is. Driving here in traffic in Arizona at 1:40 in the afternoon isn't any fun, because I've only been doing about 35 miles an hour most of this video. But yeah, it is a crazy amount of fun. At 45 miles an hour into second gear. So really looking at the tech, it's almost 8,000 RPM. I would say it's about 7,800. That's the first time I've really ever looked at it. So does it go like crazy? Yeah. Will you watch your gas gauge go down? Absolutely. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Would I recommend it to anybody that has an FRS? Absolutely. And that, my friends, I hope you can take away and take something away from this video, and at least be a little bit more informative than just words when you read them, and actually see a review for somebody that actually has their product and puts a smile on their face every time they get in the car to drive it.